Hey guys, welcome back to Nerdum with J&J. My name's James Sharmack. Today we're trying something new with a podcast. We're doing something I call recasting the Nerdum, where we're gonna try and recast movies and whatnot. And today I'm going over a movie that a friend of mine did, a friend of the channel named Rob. He asked me a while back if I would consider trying to recast Cannonball Run, and it took me a little while, and finally found some time, and yeah, sure, we're going to take a shot at it. But we're going to do a couple things. We're going to do what I feel is my version, or the way I would see Cannonball Run being done nowadays, and we're going to do what I call the Adam Sandler version, because I remember he did he did that football one, the longest yard, the football prison one that was Burt Reynolds' movie. So I decided to challenge myself to see if we could come up with that, and yeah, let's see what we got going on. So for the Adam Sandler one, I'm going to go straight out with the straight plot that's already been in there, and with my own visual talk about a few changes I'm making and whatnot. And it's still more or less the same thing. It's a cross country road race, and celebrities or whatnot, and many characters. So anyways, we're going to start off right off the bat with the lead character, J.J. McClure, played by Burt Reynolds. So Adam Sandler, of course, is going to probably play that in the Adam Sandler movie because he's got to play the lead, of course. So for my version, I wanted to go with someone with charisma, and I went with Dwayne Johnson. Obviously, he's kind of like a Burt Reynolds, modern day Burt Reynolds, I think. Charisma, star power, whatnot. So that's my thought on it. Next up, we're going to go with Victor Prison, or Captain Chaos, played by Dom DeLuise. So I figure, Adam Sandler is going to try to go make nice and easy with the casting. So he's going to go with Kevin James as him, just because he's big and whatnot. He's got that Dom DeLuise style and whatnot. And for me, I went with who has charisma with Dwayne Johnson, and who'd be an unlikely Captain Chaos. So you probably know where I'm going with this. We're going with Kevin Hart. Just because, I want to see Kevin Hart actually, when he's Captain Chaos, be stronger than Dwayne Johnson. So I think that'd be kind of funny. Next up, we're going with Seymour Goldfarb Jr., played by Roger Moore, who comes across like he's Roger Moore, but he thinks he's James Bond. So I'm going to go with the celebrity here for Adam Sandler. I'm going to go with Shaquille O'Neal. He thinks he's Shaquille O'Neal, but obviously he's not going to be able to play basketball or whatnot. That's going to be the joke. And for my version, I'm going to go with Jason Statham, because he has the chops. He's very funny in Spy, the one with what's her name in it, McCarthy, where he kind of plays a little. He plays a little fun on his image, I guess. Obviously, when he comes and says, "Oh, I played Barack Obama twice," or he poses Barack Obama twice. That was kind of funny, I thought. So, moving on, we got Pamela Glazer. I can't read my own writing, but Farrah Fawcett. In the original one, we're going to go with, of course, we're going to go with another Adam Sandler one. We're going to go with Drew Barrymore, just because if he's going to go straight out, he's going to go straight with it. She's kind of like kind of flighty, kind of existential, whatnot. In my remake, we're going to go with Scarlett Johansson, just because it's more. I want to go. She's not going to be flighty. I think she's going to be more interested in the race itself, and join up with Dwayne and Kevin Hart and go on a race and whatever. Next up, we're going to go with Jamie Blake, the car driver, played by Dean Martin. So for the Adam Sandler one, I'm going to go with John Turturro. I think he might have a little fun with that. And for mine, we're going to go with Ben Affleck. I feel like Ben Affleck can probably do comedy. Like maybe he could probably loosen up a little bit. Like show his chops. He has done like Kevin Smith comedy, so go with that. So for Jamie Blake, you have to have Morris Fenderbaum, the sidekick, a little mouthy, little smarmy. He's Sammy Davis Jr. in the first one. Going to have him play as Chris Rock. I don't know exactly what the chemistry is between John Turturro, but I know Chris Rock has been in the movie. So, I'm going to have Matt Damon play off of Ben Affleck. I think that would work pretty well. I think Matt Damon might come across more as the brains and the shyster and whatnot. We're going to come up next to Arthur J. Foyt. He's a guy that's trying to stop the Cannonball Run. And he's the guy who's running throughout and trying to get law enforcement. He's played by George Firth in the original movie. In the Adam Sandler one, I see Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows is kind of like, I won't say stuffy, but he's been down that road before where, it's kind of stuffy, I guess. And for my movie, I'm going to put Ben Stiller just because he's, he could probably play, a guy who's trying to shut everything down, like real easy. Okay, now we're going to go with the drivers, the Jackie Chan role, Jackie and the stunt drivers from Japan, Jackie Chan and Michael Hui. So for the Adam Sandler one, he's going to go with a couple of buddies. He's going to go with I think Nick Swardson and Blake Clark. He's not going to go with Kung Fu or whatnot. Where I think he's just going to go for silly because I think it's just a couple of guys who don't, who are in the car, don't know how to drive the car or whatnot. So for my movie, we're going to go with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost as the Jackie Chan and the Michael Hu. Now, I'm not going to go like the Kung Fu route with these two. The idea is that it's a super smart car. I'm going to have these as a couple of IT guys who are recruited by their boss to, actually drive the car, see if the car can prove it. And they have obviously chemistry, so I think they can do that. So we're going to go with probably the most controversial part here. We're going to go Sheikh Abdul Ben Falafel, played by Jamie Farr in the original movie. Now, Adam Sandler, he's not going straight too far. He's going to get Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider's not afraid to do this kind of thing, so he's going to pull him in it. For mine, I'm not doing the Sheik. Obviously, no. We're going to go with I'm going to go with a Steve Jobs type character. I'm going to go with the guy. My idea is this is the guy that actually designed that supercar that Simon Pegg and Nick Frost will be driving, the computer car. But he's a guy who's kind of full of himself, and I see him when the car is introduced as somebody I can drive, I can win this race on my own, and I have him being played by Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he would do great. I think he has an eye for comedy. He's kind of a dork, and he'd probably get it. Now we're going with some lesser drivers, who are in the movie and whatnot. The Mel Tillis and Terry Bradshaw, they're people that drive the NASCAR car. Going to go with Kevin Nealon and Tom Brady. Obviously, we're going to go with Tom Brady because he's a quarterback, obviously. And Kevin Nealon is and also ran, so an Adam Sandler guy. So it's just trying to pick and point and click and wherever. So for the two drivers, I'm going to go with kind of a subplot. I'm going to go with Zoe Saldana and Karen Gillan, and I'll tell you why. Because I think they can work off each other off of Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And they're familiar with each other. So their subplots are going to be a couple of NASCAR wannabes who are trying to get into NASCAR or whatnot, and the team that they're petitioning to drive is putting them in a Cannonball Run with an experimental car that they have, so they'll be driving that. So we have Dr. Nicholas Van Helsing, the vet in that the JJ and Victor pick up. So he's played by Jack Elam. Now, who's the guy that looks odd or weird or creepy or whatever? So who's the one in Adam Sandler? You know who that is. It's going to be Steve Buscemi. And he has that odd look. Obviously, you've seen Fargo. They basically say he looks odd. And for mine, gotta go with perfection. Gotta go with Steve Buscemi again. I mean, he's there for the looks, but he can he can pass off as a doctor or whatnot. So he has the comedy chops off. He's in his Adam Sandler movies. Bradford Compton, he's the guy who wears a tuxedo on that motorcycle in the first movie with his partner. He's played by Burt Convy. So in the Adam Sandler movie, I'm going to have him played by Henry Winkler. I don't know why, but anyways, in my version, I'm going to have him played by Tom Cruise, a guy who's like he sees the thrill of the Cannonball Run, and Tom Cruise loves his stunts, so he's going to probably get on a motorcycle. And his partner is Shaky Finch. He's played by Warren Berlinger in the first movie. And I'm going to have him played by John Lovitz. Going to put him in a wig. And for some reason, I kind of see Jack Black in my version as him. Like kind of whatever. Anyways, so there's a couple of tow truck drivers who they do that jump over the train in the movie. They're played by one dude's named Mad Dog. He's played by Rick Aveliz, and the other guy's Batman name. The character's name is Batman. He goes by the name Alfie Wise. So in the Adam Sandler movie, I'm going to have them played by the couple guys that are always in the background, Alan Covert and Peter Dante. So for this one, I'm just going to go with a couple guys from Ant-Man, just because I think they work together. I'm going to go with Michael Pena and David Dashamash or something, I think. Because, I'm trying to fill it out. There's just a couple of, guys who just go in there to, talk, throw some puns, throw some jokes, whatever. I think they could do pretty well off each other. And for the bimbos, I guess I wouldn't say bimbos, but the girls that are driving around like the Lamborghini in the movie. What was it Marcy Thatcher and Jill Rivers, played by Adrienne Barbeau and Tara Buckman. And the Adam Sandler movie, we're going to have Selma Hayek and Maya Rudolph play them. They've been in it. And the cop that's going to stop them is going to be Jennifer Aniston as the scene. And for my movie, we're going to have Elizabeth Olsen and Brie Olsen. That's kind of interesting, right? And I don't have a cameo for that just because, I don't know. But those are my thoughts. This is a quick podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys did listen. If you guys have thoughts on this, if you want to recast your own Cannonball Run, let me know. Who do you see as like a J.J. McClure or anybody else, or Captain Chaos? But this is, just my thoughts, just something I came up with really quick. Not so much really quick, but it took me a few hours to come up with the ideas. But anyways, if there's any movies you want me to try to recast, let me know in the comments below or whatever. My name is James Sharmack. This has been the Nerd Room J&J, and we have done a recasting in the Nerd Room. So thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys did enjoy it. It's this is a first episode, so we're trying to find the sea legs. So hope we might delve into why I'm recasting these down the line. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and keep on collecting and happy hunting.